Om Shri Sai Ram. Hearty welcome to Sathya Loka Gurukulam online classes. All of you ready? Yes, have your book, pen ready? Sit properly? Okay. Now we are coming to a very interesting part of measures of central tendency. Central tendency. It is about the values which are oriented in the center. Now before you come to today's topic, we will see or just revise once what we have seen already. Definition of mean of ungrouped data is nothing but sum of all the observations. We call it as sigma. The sigma stands for sum of all the observations from I is equal to 1 to n. I means what? Numbers, and we call it as xi by n. So sigma xi means sum of all the observations by number of observations, total number of frequencies, what you call. That is of a raw ungrouped data. Mean of ungrouped data is given by x bar is equal to I is equal to 1 to n fi into xi divided by sigma fi. Fi means, this sigma fi means n, it's also called n. So where fi is the frequency of ith observation. Okay, so that is also we have studied. Now mean of ungrouped data can also be found by using the formula x bar is equal to a plus 1 by n into sigma fi di, where di is equal to xi minus a, where a is the assumed mean. This is also called shortcut method or assumed mean method. So what is the change here? We are guessing one mean, that is called assumed mean, and from that you are seeing deviation. D stands for deviation. Okay, from there we will see deviations, that also you have studied in the previous class. Now coming to today's topic, before that, home assignment. The weights of 70 workers in a factory are given below. Find the mean weight of a worker. So weights are given 60 kg, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65 kgs are given. Here in the weight of 60 kg there are 10 workers. That is what we call as Fi. And then 61 there are 8, like that. These are called frequencies. Now you are finding deviation. For that you are assuming a mean. See, there are so here the assumed mean be 0. We take it as 0. So this is the assumed mean 62. From that you have to see deviations. So xi minus 62. Xi is 61 here, minus 62. That is minus 1. 60 minus 62, minus 2. 63 minus 62, plus 1. Similarly, this is plus 2. This is plus 3. Next one is FIDI. FID is product of frequency and deviation. 10 into minus 2, minus 20. 8 into minus 1, minus 8. 14 into 0, 16 into 1. 15 into 2, 30. 7 into 3, 21. Now here these are minus 28 it comes. This is plus 67 it comes. So add these two. If you add, this plus will be more. So plus 17 minus 8 is 9 and 5 minus 2 is 3. So plus 39 it comes. Is it not? That you have to take next. So now you have to apply the formula. What is the formula? So mean is equal to A, assumed mean, plus 1 by n. N is sum of frequencies. Sigma Fi di. So taking from the table, what do you get? A is assumed mean 62 kgs. 1 by n is 70 into Fi di is 39. So that will be equal to 62 plus 39 by 70. That is 62 point. If you divide, you get 39 by 70. 0.5. 350. 40 remains. 400. So 0.55. So approximately 62.55. So that is the mean. That is assumed mean method. So very simple it is. I think if you work out some more problems like this, it will be very easy for you. So A is assumed mean 62 plus 1 by n into sigma Fi di. Okay. So shall we pass on next problem? Taken down? Okay. Find the mean of the following data. If the mean of the following data is 17.45, determine the value of P. So here we know the formula for mean. Mean is equal to sigma Fi into xi by sigma Fi. So Fi is given. This is Fi, frequencies. Here only changes, you find this P here. That you have to find out. But the value of this mean is given to be 17.45. Now you have to find the value of P using this. So Fi into xi means 15 into 3, 45, 16 into 8, 128, 17 into 10, 18 into P, 19 into 5, 20 into 4, 80. And add this, 3 plus 8 is 11, 21, 26, 30 plus P. Is it not? So that P you have to find out. That is equal to 17.45. So bring this up and you will get it as, add all this. Suppose you add 5 plus 8, 13, 18, 9, 18, 25, 27, 31, 4, 5, 518 divided by plus 18p is there. That we are not added because unlike terms, I can say is equal to 17.45 into 30 plus p. Are you following? So what you have done is added all the items above. That came to 518. Then 18p as it is you write. So you cross multiply. You get 518 plus 18p is equal to 17.45 into 30 plus p. Now if you remove the bracket, 17.45 into 30, that comes to 523.50. Multiply these two, you get this. Now all p one side, 18p is here, 17.45p bring this left side and the right side you have 523.50 minus 518. This 518 should come here. So when you subtract 523.50 minus 518. Why minus? This transfer. So you get 5.50. So 5.50 on the right side. Left side you have 18p plus 17.45, bring the left side. So you have, if you subtract these two, you get 0.55p. So 18 is there. You have to subtract 17.45. You get 0.55 is equal to 5.50. Multiply by 100 on both sides. You get 550 by 55, that is equal to 10. So for value of p is equal to 10, the mean of this table will be equal to 17.45. Is it okay? Noted? Okay, we will pass on next problem. That is today's topic. It is called one more method, step deviation method. So in the step deviation method, we have mean of group data. This is what is called group data. We have daily wages written in these groups and is a frequency. You have to find out class marks, what you call it as xi. Average of these two, 150 plus 160 by 2, that comes to 330 by 2, 155. So that you write it here, 155 plus 10, 165 plus 10, 175 plus 10, 185 plus 10, 195. Now multiply these two, fi into xi. 5 5s are 25, 25 plus 2, 775, 8 5s are 40. Are you taking down? Yes, then and there you must take. Be fast. Okay. $1,320. Multiply this. Add all this. If you add all this, what do you get? $6,960. Formula is sigma fi into xi by sigma fi. So what is sigma fi? All this, add it. So sigma fi becomes 40, 12, 27, 35, 40. So sigma fi is 6,960 by 40. So 0 0 cancels. It will be equal to 6 1s are 6, 59. 4 1s are 4, 29. 29 is 4 7s are. So 4 1s are 4, 29. 4 7s are 28, 16. 4 4s are. Same answer you get. You may do by estimated method, or you may do by direct method, or this is called step deviation method. So all method give the same answer. So there is a beautiful answer you get. Okay, is it all right? Okay, we shall pass on to next problem. Calculate the mean daily wage from the following distribution using step deviation method. Let us take h is equal to 15 because there are odd numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will take a mean of these two as 175 and h as size of the class interval, that is 10. Okay, now you have to write it vertically and then you have to substitute. So this is a daily wages. This is what is called as class intervals. Number of workers, please note down, and class marks. Class marks means average of these things. Here we take this as a assumed mean. We put it as 0. Please note that. That is what you call it as. So 175 is taken as 0 there. Now deviation. How to find deviation? Xi minus 175. Xi is 155 minus 175 minus 20. 165 minus 175 minus 10. Okay. 185 minus 175 10. 195 minus 175 20. Okay. So you have ui. How do you get ui? Xi minus a. A is assumed mean. That is these things. Divide, these are the xi minus a is this one. Divide by h. What is the value of h? H is 10, size of the class interval. Is it not? So minus 20 is there, divided by 10 becomes minus 2. Minus 10 divided by 10, minus 1. Then 0 by 10, 0. 10 by 10, 1. 20 by 10, plus 2. Plus 1, plus 2. Now, Fi into Ui. Fi into Ui is, Fi is this 5 into minus 2, minus 10 it comes. 8 into minus 1, minus 8. 15 into 0. 15 into 0 comes 0 only. 10 into 1, 10. 2 into 2, 4. Add all that. You get 10 plus 4 is 14. And this is minus 18. This is minus 18. This is plus 14. So which is more? Minus is more. So that is minus 18 plus 14 becomes minus 4. And then you have to apply in the formula. Taken down? Okay. Formula is, so use these values. And you get it as assumed mean 175 plus sigma of Fi into Ui, that is minus 4. Sigma of Fi, nothing but n, that is 40, into size of the class interval, that is 10. So when the into comes, you can cancel. 0, 0 cancels. And 4 ones are 4 minus. So this is minus 1. So you have 175 minus 1. So what answer you got there? Same thing get here also. So nice, na? Okay, for some time you have to practice these formulas and you have to practice 10 to 15 times. Then you will get the answer. So what answer you got there, we got here also. So any method you can follow, answer is same. So names are different, God is one. Sweets are different, sugar is one. Ornaments are different, but gold is one. Nations are different, but earth is one. Is it not? So also call God by any name. It is to only one God. Okay. So like that, here answers are different. Answers are same, but methods are different. Okay. So this is a beautiful answer. I hope you are taken down. Now we will see home assignment. Following table shows marks obtained by 100 students in a mathematics test. So this is the mathematics test marks. Calculate the mean marks by using direct method. A direct method, sigma fi into xi by sigma fi. That formula you apply. Okay. And then second question. Weekly observations of cost of living in a certain city for a particular year is given. So calculate the mean weekly cost of living index by using step deviation method. Step deviation. Okay. So you have to find deviations here. For that you have to find the average of these two. Is it not? What is called as fi, xi, sorry, xi you have to find out, and then you can do by step deviation method. Okay. Now let us see what Baba says. Bhagavan Baba says, love lives by giving and forgiving. Self lives by getting and forgetting. So go on giving and giving, that your love increases. You go on get and forget, it is selfishness. Okay. So develop more and more love. Okay. Sai Ram. Thank you.